The Netherlands says Washington had nothing to do with its decision to take control of Chinese-owned chipmaker Nexperia. The Dutch economy minister says the move was driven by national security concerns. Officials cited corporate mismanagement and possible tech transfers to China. A Dutch court later suspended Nexperia's Chinese CEO and appointed a new director. Nexperia is one of the world's largest makers of basic chips used in everyday products. Its main fabs are in Europe, but most of its chips are sent to China for final production. Both Wingtech and Beijing have condemned the Dutch move. For more on the Dutch government's intervention at Nexperia, reporter Gorin spoke with Dutch tech columnist Marc Hijink, author of the book Focus, the ASML Way.
Mark, the Dutch government has taken the extraordinary step of intervening in Nexperia, a Chinese-owned but Netherlands-based semiconductor manufacturer. And they've used this law called the Availability of Goods Act. What exactly is that?
It's actually a very old law. So it was in a draw since the 50s, the Cold War era. And it's like an emergency law that says, well, the Dutch government can control any company to prevent critical goods from being not present, not available for the Dutch people. In this case, it was the only option for the Dutch government to interfere or intervene in Nexperia because things were happening within the company that were not in the interest of Dutch society or European society.
This is the first time the law has ever been used in the Netherlands, but with semiconductors being seen as vital to national security, should we expect to see more interventions, or is Nexperia a one-off case?
I think this is kind of exceptional, and I hope it will stay exceptional. Well, just one thing, a simple reason. There are not so many semiconductor manufacturers in the Netherlands, so there's a limited amount of companies that would be a potential target for a law like this. They're usually very reluctant to interfere with companies at all. So my guess, this will be a one-off, like a very rare occasion where we've seen the Dutch government interfere in a way like this. But they do have this in their kit. So they do have this tool, and they're not afraid to use it. And I think that's a step up from their naivety, well, from 6 or 7 years back.
What, to you, makes this intervention so significant to Europe's tech strategy?
Because after all, we need these semiconductors not only for our defense, not only for our economy, but also for daily lives. It's not the highly advanced semiconductors you use in your phones or in your AI systems, but also the standard products, the mainstream chips. So Europe has to make sure that they have their own availability and their own sovereignty. It's going to be a long journey, but I think in the end they'll also need companies like Nexperia to act up and to expand.
That was tech writer and author Marc Hijink joining us from the Netherlands.